Gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to day 2 of the State District on Coast. These championships are Coast Council and Suzuki, Queensland and Northern Rivers. I'd like to thank the clubs, Coolum Beach, Club Maroochy, Club Mooloolaba, Pelican Waters, Club Kawana and Nambour for their hosting of these championships this year. And today we come to you from beautiful Coolum Beach Bowls Club. We join this match between Brisbane and Burnett on N3. We have the team of Peter Symonds, Tony Martin, Dave Thomas and Greg Rolls representing Brisbane, playing Greg Mitchell, Broddy Bird, Graeme Kath and Brian Kunde Jr. representing Burnett. My name's Adam Taylor and I welcome Timbo to the microphone. Good morning, Timbo.
Good morning, Adam. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Paradise on Earth, Coolum Beach.
Yeah, this is your home, Timbo.
Yeah, mate, 100 feet away to get here and 139 to get home.
Another beautiful day on the Sunshine Coast. Blue skies, just a few little clouds in the distance, but no chance of rain today. And we're playing on grass greens today. Yesterday, for those people that just joined us today, we were on a synthetic down at Pelican Waters. And we've got 3 beautiful grass greens here at Coolum Beach. We've got other matches around us here today. We've got Tropical North Queensland, far north, playing Moreton Bay.
Bundy versus Condamine, Bundaberg and Condamine. Port Curtis and Northwest. And North Queensland and Gateway. And the 2 teams that we've got today on this stream, they had 3 games each yesterday. Both of them had so bragging rights to get a spot up the ladder is on offer this morning.
Yeah, it's only one in each to these teams.
Yeah, that's the way.
Oh, just a bit heavy there. The greens look to be running nicely. Timbo, they've been nice for a while here, I believe.
Yeah, I haven't played for a while here, but instead of the table of knowledge inside next to the window watching, it certainly looks like it's running well.
Yes.
They look great. I think 2 of them have been redone this year. I think it was the top 2 here. Boys do a great job.
Dave Thomas coming down here on his forehand, looking to interrupt the head somewhat.
Well, he's starting to work in now. Got a fair dart here. It gets all the way.
Very good.
He picked that well.
Yeah, we had no rain overnight, so a little bit of dew, but these will be drying out and running really nicely by this afternoon. They're already very, very true. It's just a bit of moisture coming out of them. Graeme Kath on his backhand.
That's probably made it a bit harder on that hand. That port through there's not that great now. Skip's having a look around to give him a bit of a direction.
Yeah, down on his backhand now. Bit more weight.
I'm going to get contact on this front bowl.
And
opened it up a bit.
Yeah, it did. Moved the shot bowl backwards a bit. Gives his skip a chance.
Morning, Carla.
Yeah, good morning, Josh. How are things at the Pelican Nest? Yeah, important game for both teams here. Off to not an ideal start yesterday.
And Ron's coming down on his backhand. He's given it plenty of grass, looking for it to come back. Might just be a bit on the weighty side, but it's got a good covering bowl.
In a good home. Yeah, it's in a good home there at the back. Should Greg play with a lot of weight? Looks to be on a good heading.
Very controlled weight here from Roller. He's going to grab this jack.
He's got it. Great bowl.
Great shot.
Great bowl. One shot to Brisbane.
Been a good bowler for a long time, Roller.
He has. He has been playing at high level for many years. From the Red Hill Club in Brisbane.
That's right, the one next to the old Broncos training ground.
Yeah, and Greg represented Hamilton in the Queensland Premier League this year.
They used to play out there at Red Hill. Steve Haydos.
Haydos, yeah, he's here as well.
Play out there with him.
Yes. Yeah, Brian underdone it for Grassline here. Was looking to get through that port at 11 o'clock, but didn't have the grass.
Greg gets the opportunity for the +1.
Yeah, we saw the +1s coming in handy yesterday. The conversion shots are just as important as the saving shots.
Oh, it's sort of like when they're down, keep your foot on them.
That's right. I don't know if he's sent this.
No, he hasn't.
Okay, Brisbane are on the board.
Somebody
one shot.
of his calibre, he would not be happy with that.
No.
A free shot like that.
Closer. Okay, our first close look at Peter Symonds. He had quite a successful campaign in the Windsor Fours last weekend, playing with the Peter Leon Jr. and the Law Boys from Burleigh.
Who won that event?
Wilson Alexander.
That's
and
right, we were talking about it yesterday. Yeah.
And three young'uns from Helensvale.
Oh, pretty good start from Pete.
Yeah, that's a good start. Good lead bowl.
He's well pointed here, just needs to run it out a bit.
Yeah. Greg Mitchell from the Mergen Club in the Burnett district. Peter sticking to his backhand.
Yeah, they were bowled this well short, so it shouldn't create a problem in his draw line. Finished up jack high, but a little wide. This looks to have better weight on this one from Greg. Found a good home.
Yeah. Now, Tony Martin from Hamilton Bowls Club. Right between the racecourses between Doomben and Eagle Farm. You would have been there a few times, Timbo?
To Hamilton Bowls Club, yes. To the racetrack, yes. I'm in an ownership of a number of horses in Queensland, so we get to go and watch them every now and again.
Yeah. Good morning, Gareth from Ireland. Glad to see you tuning in again. Mary's from Fife in Scotland. Good morning, Mary.
Morning, Robert King.
And Dojo. Cheering on the Brisbane boys. Johnny Newell. Tony Martin, lovely grass line, just a little heavy. Now Broddy Bird from the Wandai Club.
Just needs to keep coming.
Oh, great track. First look at the tank, Dave Thomas.
I think this one's lacking a bit of legs as well.
That needs to hurry.
Well, at least that hand's still open. And Graeme Kath now. He's got one of his bowls on its way in.
Looks to be
just not going to get here. Oh, maybe so.
Yeah, maybe shot.
Still
a chances in both hands. Dave Thomas coming in backhand. Trying to get around those short bowls.
Don't think he's got the weight.
Nope.
Full crash
line.
opera.
Yep, now.
Well, that's changed that hand a little bit for Burnett. Looking to put it out a little wider. Make some contact on the yellow bowl on the left there. Pointed it fairly well, but I think it's just going to duck under here, but it may count through the back door.
Yep, it'll be two. I can see Greg Rolls playing a little bit of weight through those two, though there is a gap there, probably wide enough for a bowl, but the odds are he can split both of those away and sit there for shot. Morning, Merv from Bega and Noel from Kilcoy. Dave Baker from the Gold Coast.
G'day, Bakes. How are you, mate? I'm keeping an eye on that mate of yours, Somerville. Keeping him in line for you.
Greg hasn't played the shot I thought he may. He's gone for the draw shot and he looks to have executed it perfectly. Great draw goal.
You don't need to do that when you can draw like that.
That's right.
Just a great trait to see in experienced players. You know, they back themselves
on the draw. Brian played the shot I thought Greg may, and he executed it brilliantly.
It was well done.
3 seconds here for Brisbane.
Be a bit more aggressive with this, I'd suggest. A third.
We did not see a lot of driving yesterday, but
not sure that he's going to drive. I thought it would be more control weight, which is exactly what he's done. And grabbed it right in the belly, followed it right in, and basically sitting on it, I believe.
Yep, 4 inches,
which makes it pretty hard for Brian. Although he did have a toucher with his last. Don't know where that has actually ended up.
Yeah, it was only with the one shot to Brisbane. Very good. 2 each after 4.
Well, if those two ends are an indication of what we can expect in this game, we're in for a bit of a cracker.
Yes.
Had a couple of those yesterday on the stream.
Game 2 and 3, very close games. So just an update of this section. We have 2 sections, both in the men and the women's side of the draws. This is section 2 of the men's, so we have 10 teams here. The top 2 will proceed to the final. The top 2 from Coolum will join the top 2 from Marucci and play off for the big prizes. And all the other teams will be ranked 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and play for positions all the way through on Saturday. So yesterday, Moreton Bay won 3 out of 3 here. Tropical Far North won 3 out of 3. Gateway and Bundaberg won 2. Brisbane, Condamine, North Queensland, Burnett and Port Curtis each won 1. And Northwest Queensland 3 losses. So big match up here for both these teams to stay in it. Brisbane currently 5th on the ladder on percentage with Burnett 8th.
Meanwhile, in the other section that's been paid at Marucci, we have the Gold Coast Tweed had 3 games yesterday for 3 wins. Also Sunshine Coast Gold. They managed 3 from 3. They were the 2 unbeaten sides down there yesterday. And then the Downs, Cunningham, Mackay and Fraser Coast all had 2 wins each. The Sunshine Coast Blue registered 1 win from their 3. And Maranoa, Central Queensland and Leichhardt are looking to open their accounts today. So 4 teams, I think, the undefeated lot at the moment.
Yes.
But a lot will change. We have 6 more games to go before qualifying.
Yeah, it's a good system. 10 in each section. They play each other once. Okay, Broddy Bird coming in here on his forehand. That may well be the shot. It falls over.
I like this line.
Yeah, Tony Martin's got a good one here. Yeah, 2 good bowls.
It's the shot for now.
Yep.
No, just not going to get all the way back here, I don't think.
Nearly a carbon copy of his
very
first.
good weight.
Now,
Dave Thomas.
Yep. Not here.
He's taken a narrower line. And, yeah, light and tight.
It's gone off the... Taken the wrong track there, the tank. Nice grass here from Graeme.
Just fractional wide there. You just need to be a bit tighter on that hand. Getting a bit of help here.
A lot of help.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah. Close for shot. Second shot if not. I think Dave's cut that grass line again.
He's on the same piece of track as his first.
Yes, I'm not going to be happy with that.
No. Totally derailed. Yes, Andrew. Yeah, Rolls, he has a good name for bowls, that's for sure. And Debbie, go Moreton Bay. Big game for them against the far North Queensland.
Good morning, Dominique. Cheering on Burnett today.
Oi. Interesting choice of shot there.
That's the quickest bowl we've seen in the
2 days.
2 days.
Correct. And came at an interesting head.
Yeah.
He was obviously looking for that shot bowl, but with the way Roller's going, you know, you'd back him to draw at least one of his shots to beat that. But anyway, interesting. Burnett indicating they're not going to stuff around. They're here to win.
I'll be very unhappy if there was any team here not wanting to win.
And here indeed does come Greg Rolls, and he is a little short. Okay, will Brian have another go at that shot bowl?
Well, obviously, he was the one that called that.
Yeah, got 3 seconds.
That was never going anywhere near. It went straight across his body with that.
Greg wanting another metre on his first.
I can trying to get the extra weight. He's cut the line. Might get a bit of walk on here.
Well, it probably does change Brian's shot now. That's is a danger, however, of rocking Greg's last bowl up.
He'll need to get some assistance here, which he has. That's called a Coolum draw.
Oh, I was just about to say it, Timbo. That is a beautiful Coolum draw.
We had the Pelican draw yesterday.
4 shots. Thanks for coming. 4.
I didn't agree with the call that he gave the third or the shot that he played himself the first time, they got lucky there and got a good result.
Got to love the game, Timbo.
Yeah, well, it's
play good weight.
There's a saying in bowls as there is in poker, and it's a 4-letter word that starts with S and it ends happens on the end of it. And it does. It does happen quite regularly.
A lot in this game.
Yeah, mate.
Good to see the boys from northwest Queensland enjoying their time here by the beach. Oh, Robbie he didn't save the replay of that shot because he doesn't. He just couldn't bring himself to watch it again. Okay, good opener there from Greg Mitchell. Peter Symonds from the Ferny Grove Club in Brisbane.
He's just going to fall off this, I think.
Good starter, both leads. Morning, Pete Leon Jr. Well played last week up in Windsor. And Steve Bell, hope you're feeling better, Junior.
Yes, Gregory, we're looking forward to a great day of bowls. We've got some exciting matches coming up today. A lot of quality players here, so looking forward to the day. Can't hear what he's saying. What am I doing?
When you adjust it from the back. Don't just adjust it from the front, but it just drops down. Adjust it from the back. It's got a swing at the back here. Turn it that way because it's dropping down.
Okay, good bowl there from Broddy Bird, sitting shot. Tony Martin, it's a bit tight.
And they get a...
This too is tight. It's playing a lot narrower, heading away from the clubhouse, and quite wide coming back.
Yeah,
to
well,
it.
this side of the rink is traditionally the wider side.
Yep.
With a bigger draw. Got a bit of the jack here.
Yeah, good bowl, Tony Martin.
And Graeme's playing the wider of the two sides. This one's on its way home. Oh, just ran out of puff out there. Probably out in an area where you won't see too many bowls out there, so it wouldn't have been walked upon.
No. Much tighter line here from Dave Thomas.
This is going to duck under and probably find its way in the sand.
It has. Well, the kitty's only about 18 inches off the ditch.
Yeah, you can see the 8 counter on the side there. As Echo did it.
Graeme too coming through to too heavy. There's no points for short here, Timbo. They need to be...
Oh, there's never any points for short, mate. No, not just going to run under, get a run. No. I think it did stay up. There's a mile of room.
Yeah, it's looks to be just the one at the moment to Brisbane.
Bryant's got a heap of room. It's an open draw here.
I don't mind his grass.
No, it's got some merit. It's got fair weight to it, so he's gonna get in the count, maybe.
Just shy.
Get there.
I still think Tony Martin's bowl, Jack High, is shot. Greg Rolls trying to sit there on. He's done it.
That is the shot.
Great bowl. So holding 2 now, Brisbane. Well, I think Brian's let this go a little wide.
I think he's a bit runny. He needed a bit of luck there. Get that Coolum draw again.
He's used a fair bit of his luck up, Timbo. Close again.
This is a better one from Greg.
2 great bowls.
This will add to it.
Yeah, that I reckon might be in. I reckon that's 3 shots. So a good bounce back after dropping the 4. A little unluckily.
Well, he took every advantage when he had the freebie to make it count.
Yes.
Good morning, Tobias. Yes, we have brilliant weather here. Near on a breath of wind. Teardrop flags are just slowly turning in the wind, but looking at the trees across the road, there's hardly a movement on the top of those.
Good starter from Pete Symonds. Greg Mitchell.
This one will be the shot. Good start.
Yep.
Anyway, bud.
Trying, just not quite there. Greg Mitchell from Mergon, which is, I don't know if you're into your fossils, Timbo, but that's one of the great fossil parts of the world there. Very old, very, very old, millions and millions and millions of years old, the fossils there.
Can't say that I know much about fossils, other than the one I'm sitting on myself, an old fossil.
So those that are into their fossils, yeah, the oldest one they've found out there, it goes back to about 55 million years ago they've dated it to, which is only 10 million years after the dinosaurs left us.
I'm fascinated how they can come up with those age estimates.
This has to be tight, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it's not the greatest end from the leads there, nor the first two bowls.
You would have thought that after the 6 ends are up onto the 7th end that they'd have found their line by now, but it's confusing a few of them.
It certainly is. Broddy Bird, bit light on too.
Well, Tony gets another crack at the open draw.
Now he's used his. This is Thomas, Dave Thomas.
Oh, okay.
He's missed it too. He's still on that track he had last time. They need to get the fat controller over there to switch the tracks.
Now Graham's missed the line as well.
I'm getting flashbacks from yesterday's first game, Timbo.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we did somebody a favour in that first game, didn't we?
This looks a bit better from Dave Thomas.
You can walk after this one and feel a bit better than the last. That's for sure. Still not. I don't think it's got in that count.
No.
Graeme Kath's got a better line this time as well. It's all down here up to his weight, and I don't think he's got enough of it.
No. Quite amazing. Looks pretty easy from here.
So, mate, we never play a bad bowl sitting up here, mate.
No.
Always playing the right hand, always playing the right weight. That's us.
Well, I can't see Roller not getting one of his two in within that shot.
Oh, we're opening the betting shop early this morning, are we? What's
He's $1.50.
only 9:15, and you've got the doors open early.
Well, he's on the same piece of track as
Was
Dave
this
Thomas.
$1.15 stuff for that? I told you I sacked your betting agency. Prices are no good.
See, we get you in the end. Is he here?
No, I don't think so.
He's trying.
But it's working its way. I got here and then some. A bit more deliberate on the mat this time, Roller. Definitely got a better line. It's now down to his weight, and I don't think he's going to get all the way there.
At least two.
Burnett holding at least two, you reckon?
Yeah, at least two.
Well, here's the opportunity for the freebie.
To get around that.
I don't think it is. It's going to go under.
Under it and count, maybe. Probably not. This looks like 2 to Burnett.
Well, they didn't start walking around it.
No.
The best example we saw yesterday, what you do, was our last game, the Sunshine Coast girls. They finished the bowl and Marianne had the tape out before the bowl had stopped. Yep. They didn't walk around, they didn't finger, they just measured, got on with it.
And they finished their 18 ends.
Yeah, well, I mean, you play that way, you're a big chance to play all your ends. And as we spoke about yesterday, very, very important to get all of your ends played, because that can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yes. So Greg Mitchell has brought the mat 2/3 of the way up from the tee, and
a good start here.
Put it on the tee, and he's hit the jack first up.
Yep.
G'day, Chucky Vogler. Go the Dolphins. Yes, Phil, you're probably right.
I think he's talking about you, isn't he? Oates.
A few fossils. Okay, Greg Mitchell again. Just trying to repeat his first.
Oh, he's in a good field, and he's got a decent weight here. He's going to find a good home. Yeah, the old one-on-one behind.
2 great lead bowls.
Always makes the skips happy.
Absolutely. Such an important part of the team, the lead. Were you ever a member of the Leeds Union, Timbo?
Oh, yeah. When I first started playing bowls by accident, I was managing a club, and they came in to me one pennant day and said, oh, we're short. And I said, well, yeah, I'm the manager of the club. I don't play bowls. They came back an hour later, didn't have anyone, and they outfitted me, put me out on a bowls green. I never had a bowl in my hand. Didn't have a pair of shoes that fitted me. And I played my first game of pennant with 3 guys who were over 70. One, I think, was 80. And I got an 8 badge in the first game of bowls I ever played.
Oh, good on you. Correct.
I fell in love with the game, and my office was, I used to look out my office window at the green, so I had the opportunity to practice whenever I needed, and I fell for it and got to practice, and I actually ended up telling the selectors at that club 2 or 3 games in, they picked me to play somewhere else other than lead. And Victoria had a booklet that they gave out to new bowlers called In the Groove. One of the things In the Groove had in it was a piece about when you're a new bowler, the only thing you should do is lead, learn to draw, learn the game, and don't listen to people who say, oh no, you know, you're good enough to play in another position. And I actually went to the selectors and said, I don't want to play unless you let me lead. I need to learn how to play this game. So, yes, I was a lead.
Yeah, card-carrying member. Good on you. Yeah, I played lead. I still enjoy playing lead. I've been playing for about 15 years now, and I enjoy playing every position. You've got a different job to do in each position. As long as, you know, a lot of people just want to skip all the time, but I find it great to change around. Great bowl from Tony Martin there to get the shot.
Cheers, Muddy. Oh.
Now, Dave Thomas a little heavy there. Hit 2 has gone into the swamp. So he's just trying to hit that bowl at 11 o'clock to try and punch.
He's just going to
hit
clip a little bit of it. Oh,
hasn't changed it up much. Still there. Very good effort. Very good effort.
I think the best part of that too was his bowl stayed on the deck.
Yes.
Dave's got across.
So a very even match here. Brisbane 22, Burnett 23. Almost a third of the way through. Jim Wise down 5-7 against Burnett's Dean Shaw. Chris Hepburn up 6-5 against Neil Xavier. And Stu McCosh up against Evan O'Rourke 6-3. G'day Liz, watching from Mariba.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you buy too many soft drinks, Dave Baker.
Okay, A little wide there from Brian. Now, Rolsey just trying to get another one in the head. Playing a little controlled weight here, trying to knock that second shot through.
Well, that's them behind. Oh, that's gone. Oh, that's found its way in the ditch.
Has, and they're sitting one, I think, Brisbane. Sitting one, they have the best back, that blue bowl.
And there is a toucher on the green. I think that's what he was
yes.
pointing out to Brian, that if he can get some contact on that purple bowl.
Okay, free kick for Greg. He's got to get through a lot of traffic to try and get a second shot, but go backhand under that red.
I'm not sure there's much danger there of giving the shot away. Slide through. Trouble is here is just going to hold up enough for duck under. He might count the other way.
His weight looks very good.
Well, that's going to count.
Very good bowl. 2 shots. Yep. Brilliant. Now, he has converted on a number of occasions now.
3 times. He converted and then the +1s twice, so...
They all add up.
Matt's right on the...
So Matt near the tee. Pete Symonds, Ferny Grove. Looks like be a very nice starter. Yeah, Skip's Dream there. Beautiful starter. Greg Mitchell, another good starter. Beautiful weight again from Pete Symonds, just underdone it for grass a little. Just a little heavy there from Greg. Now Tony Martin from the Hamilton Bowls Club, coming down on his backhand. Quite a good head being built here for the Brisbane team. Important here that Broddy Bird gets one in there, just perfect line, just short. Now trying to repeat the dose, Tony Martin. That's in a very good home. That's good bowling from the second. One in the head there, and they've built a very good head already. One out the back. Now Broddy Bird. Not bad. Broddy comes from Wandai, as does Brian Kunde Jr. Although they only have a population of just under 2,000 people, it's where both Carl Rackerman and Nathan Horitz come from. and country music artist and comedian Chad Morgan. Some of the small towns in Australia do produce some great musicians and sports people, that's for sure. Okay, still a chance here to come on the forehand. Graeme here looking to come on to Broddy's purple bowl. Just a little wide, but very good weight. Now Dave Thomas. Also on his backhand, looking to come under those front ones, which he's achieved, just not here. Still anyone's end this. Yeah, looking for the purple on the forehand this time. Had pretty good weight for it, just a fraction wide. Timbo's just going around the grounds here to get you some updated scores on our other matches. Key one, of course, being our Moreton Bay versus Tropical Far North Queensland. Both teams undefeated. 3 out of 3 winners yesterday. Special shout out to Daryl Stumbles, who was representing Tropical Far North Queensland now, has recovered really well from some serious injuries sustained on a work site. Former Paradise Point Dolphin, now up there in beautiful Tully. Roll just a tad wide. Opportunity here for Junior. Looking for the purple. Found the purple, but probably the wrong one. So they may well be down here, Brisbane, to that red bowl. They do have 3 seconds. They've just informed his skip, Greg Rolls. And Greg has had a go at it, but missed it. Nice effort. So it looks to be an opportunity here for Brian to draw a second. Too wide. Having a look around, they still might put a tape on it. No, 1 to Burnett.
Okay,
And
we've
Timber.
had some updates from other matches being played here. North Queensland playing Gateway after 28 ends. Gateway ahead 34 to 13. Moreton Bay playing Tropical Far North Queensland after 18 ends. Moreton Bay 18, Tropical Far North 10. Bundaberg versus Condamine after 28 ends. Bundy 24, Condamine 15. And the final match is between Port Curtis and Northwest. And after 28 ends, Port Curtis 33, Northwest 26.
Okay, just a little short there, Greg Mitchell. Still a tad short again, Pete. Symonds. Great weight. Tony Martin just getting set on the mat. Backhand draw. As Pete Symonds bowls, his leads bowls just short. About 2 foot short. He's on a great track, just failed to finish off. Okay, we're starting to get a bit of traffic up the front here. Nothing behind the jack. Tony Martin playing solid. Gee, it moved a lot at the end.
Knocking things over.
Yeah, that was his mate's bowl, Pete Symonds, so only one down. Forehand draw now. Graeme, Kath. Okay, Dave Thomas looking for that shot bowl. Looks to be about a line, just a bit heavy for that line though. Holding one, Burnett, trying to roll that bowl at 10 o'clock up. But that's not going to do the job.
Not sure that he's sent that one along.
Okay, all for the skips to do. So that was in fact 1 to Brisbane on the previous end, so we're 8 all. Just needs to get under that one.
He's just going to work off it a bit.
He has, but no damage, still just the 1 down. See, they've all struggled to get back to the jack on this end, Timbo. Going to have a run at this on the backhand.
No, he's going to need to get some help.
Well, yeah, still trying to come off that wide purple to make it 2. One to Burnett.
Fairly competitive go here. We're 10 ends in from 18 ends or 2 hours 20. We're halfway through the allotted time.
Yeah, they're getting through them pretty quickly.
Yep.
Hey, the mat a fair way up the green and the jack back on the tee. Burnett like playing it this way. Great starter. Greg Mitchell. Pete Symonds
Certainly
to
getting his
answer.
team off to a good start each end.
Pete's got the answer, however. Look at this. Beauty. Two great leads.
lead bowls.
Bet they're in the union, Timbo.
Yeah, mate. Fully paid members.
Another good one from Greg. He was asked to sort of play through that shot bowl, but just overdid it. Broddy Bird's overdone it too. That's in the ditch. Tony Martin. Lovely bowl, Tony. Just underdone it for what?
I think he's
just overdone it.
Looking for the contact there, but just sent it a little wide.
Yes, interesting head. The way it sits out, but the green and yellow bowls can just come out and leave Brisbane with 3. Jacob, Northwest Queensland will be on the stream for round 6, so this is the last game we do today, around 2:30. Good morning, James from Mackay.
Trying the control weight, just going to slide past the outside of it.
That was a good miss.
It was.
Dave Thomas had a look at the head, and now he's marching back to the mat. Shot pictured. Forehand.
Going to find a home just behind, I think.
Hey, what, he's drawing the shot
Not a
almost.
bad bowl. Well, it's
great effort.
Nice wide target there now for anyone interested in trying to open it out.
So the 3 short bowls belong to Brisbane. The 1 at Jack High, the 2 at Jack High belong to Burnett.
This is going to get some sort of change
And
here. So
Burnett.
it's gone back to the Burnett bowl.
Get the shot. Good bowl.
That was the
Graeme,
the
Kath.
second of his bowls, the one behind. It turns out that it was a very good bowl.
Yeah, Greg Roll's just assessing the head. It's changed up quite a lot. The Jack just in front of that green and yellow bowl. To the right of Greg Roll's hip. Oh, got the job done. 3 shots, at least, to Brisbane.
Gotta love that. No, there's still plenty of room left for Brian. You're looking to cut this down or draw the shot. It's out in a good
tight
field.
bowls.
It's just
Yeah,
down to weight now. Well,
Very
weight's pretty good.
Oh, that's the shot.
That is the boss, I think. Yep.
Very good.
Great
Yeah.
skips bowl.
Now, I reckon Roller will have a go at that bowl. Just controlled weight.
Not far away. Got the outside of it and moved the jack.
the
I'm
jack.
not sure that's to his benefit. I can't
Still
see.
2. Still 2, maybe 3.
Is it?
Yep. So
The bowl in the shadow.
Junior needs to draw
Oh,
this.
yep. There we go.
Doesn't want to set this too wide. They're not coming back from all, and then you go a bit under and they go under like that.
Yep.
So good 3 shots, I'd say, here to Brisbane.
Greg gets the opportunity for another +1. To draw to beat this bowl at the back here. It should be in the count. It's got enough legs. Yep. It's getting the clap.
Yeah, very good end there for the Brisbane boys. They're not as good at indicating the shot numbers as the women were yesterday.
No, we got used to the big 3s and the boundaries.
It's a real festival of bowls coming up in Queensland, Timber. We've got these sides championships finish on Saturday. Then on Monday we have the state championships kicking off with the mixed pairs. 2 weeks here up here on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, I think you guys are here for quite a bit of it during the state times.
Yeah, we've got. That's right. We'll have Sunday off this weekend, and then we'll be 2 weeks
mate?
solid.
This is a job. There's no days off in this job, mate.
Now Robbie's just gone down to give it to Greg Rolls, standing in front of the camera. Good on you, Robbie. Leeds have been
Greg's
funny.
got
If one's on, they're both on. If one's off, they're both off. But
This is the boss. That's the correction
that's the
he was
number
looking for. Morning. You look different when you put your gear on. trying to get all the way here. Good second shot.
It's going to die on that line. It's a bit slower out there with no man's land.
Looks like he's going to change his hand this time. Come down on his forehand, I think. Yep. Yeah, pretty good weight. They just need to finish the job here. Gone to a good home. Just not quite going to get here.
Nope.
What's a bit of a block on that hand now for Brisbane? Dave is going to come down and play on his backhand.
Yeah, I don't mind his line here.
No, the line's good. It's all now down to his weight. He's got that right as well, I think. A bit of the jack.
Yeah, pushes it back to Tony Martin for a shot.
Changing every bowl.
Yes.
Graeme's not going to be happy with that.
No, that was needed to be. He needed to be here, and he needed to be round it. Free kick here for Dave to tuck this away. A bit wider than his previous.
Well, he's got the right line, and he's got pretty good weight here.
Very good.
That's a very good bowl. Yep. Skip will be happy with that for the big fella.
He's done the same thing here, Timbo.
Sorry?
Did the same thing. Narrow and needed to be there, didn't he?
It's a game of correction.
Yeah.
You don't change anything,
No.
You can't expect the result to change.
A short putt has never gone in the history of golf.
What's the most memorable golf putt that you can remember seeing on telly?
Well, I can tell you the most memorable one I was sort of involved in. I caddied in the Australian Open 2016 at Royal Sydney for Ashley Hall, and we were in a playoff with Cameron Smith and Jordan Spieth. And in the playoff, Ash Hall had hit it to 10 feet, and Cameron Smith had stuffed up the hole somewhat, and Jordan Spieth had 20 feet. And I was standing next to his caddy, and it just went straight in, and Jordan Spieth came over and said, right in the centre. And then Ash wasn't able to make his putt, and it was all over. So that was my most memorable putt. Great bowl there, Junior. Just a little unlucky.
One that sticks out in my mind is one I saw on television, and it involved Jack Nicklaus when he made the big run in the last Masters
1986,
and the commentator, when he's hit the putt in the hole, Jack's followed it with his putt raising in the air, and the commentator just had two words to say: yes, sir.
Yeah, that was amazing. 17th hole at Augusta. I remember that too. What's that? I still remember what he was wearing, the yellow shirt and the check pants.
Yep. Yep. You get shot for wearing that stuff. Well, the guy that revolutionised a lot of that golf wear was Payne Stewart. God bless his soul.
Yes.
He was a flamboyant, used to dress in the knickerbockers in all of the NFL team colours.
Yes, he did have sponsored by the NFL. Married an Australian girl, Mike Ferguson, a professional golfer from Australia.
Yep.
Married his sister. Okay, another good end there for Brisbane. And they're kicking away a bit now on the big board. Burnett need to win a couple of ends across the 4 rinks now to keep in touch. So all of a sudden it's 15-9. From 8-9 it's now 15-9.
Well, good lead bowl coming here from Pete. Find its little home behind.
Yeah. And it looks like the 2 undefeated sides are neck and neck again now with, as Trent and Healy said, the Moreton Bay Bugs and the Far North Queensland Crocs. It's quite a seafood basket there.
You ever eaten crocodile?
I have. I've had
What do you think it tastes like?
Oh, it tastes like chicken.
Exactly.
And I had emu too. I had the coat of arms for dinner one day for night.
I remember taking some people to Chinese New Year, and they had a banquet, and everybody sitting around, and some bloke said, "Oh, that's the best chicken I've ever eaten." And the restaurant manager was standing next to me, and he looked at me, Timbo, "No chicken, crocodile."
Crocodile. Yes, we've got an abundance of bush food here. And such an amazing state, Queensland. We've got an array of animals. Good bowl here from Tony Martin.
Yep, that's the boss.
3 shots. Pete Symonds has bowled 2 rippers. So
the only thing wrong with Queensland is it's warm water, so you can't grow and catch good lobster.
Oh. They like the cold, do they, Timbo?
Yeah, well, that's why you Kangaroo Island and Tasmania off the coast of Melbourne. That's where the big catches are. Up here, it's a lot of painted cray. Well, with that one,
yeah. They're having a bit of trouble with that hand coming away from the clubhouse. Go a bit wide, it and doesn't come back, and a little tight, and she's off.
This is holding its line fairly well.
Oh, good bowl. Could be second shot. Certainly needed one in the head, and there it is. Brisbane are going to get aggressive here straight away. Bowl onto that.
Another one in the head.
Yeah, it's swinging nicely on that hand.
Yep. As I said earlier, that definitely is the drawing side on that rink. The wider side, I should say. They're both drawing sides.
G'day, Vince, from watching from Leppington, and Dale's with us again from Nottingham. Do you have any...
Wow. Bang. I think that's the first one in... it's like the fourth game we've streamed. That's the first time we've
had a dead end.
A dead end. And we'd expect that there'd be more dead ends from the guys. They tend to play a bit more with a bit more weight.
Yes.
And when it hits, it tends to disappear.
So that end will be replayed. Very good defensive bowl. Wasn't a great head. Start again. Rebuild.
All right, mate. There's nothing there.
There's a lot of talking coming from the Crocodiles Bugs match here. Massive game. If you can get 4 out of 4, you're well on your way to a pretty top high position.
Now, I think there's Tropical Far North, Moreton Bay, Bundy. They're definitely, and Brisbane. I think they're the four that are maybe the ones to fight out the. Although Gateway are in this and they've got a good team, but I think they lost their first game yesterday to Conde, which would have been a bit of a.
Yes, they did win their next two. They did lose to Conde, yeah. Okay, good starter from Pete Symonds, and here comes.
So the risk of
Burnett.
not in offending the other districts, I think it's probably down to 5 to get the top
the
two.
Top two, yep.
And by the time it's worked out who actually gets there, I'll be out of the country, so they can't get me.
He'll be sailing up the coast.
Excuse me. Talk to Robbie. What was all that about?
Don't know. Timbo's got a big fan club up here at Coolum, and groupies are sort of hanging around him. Okay. 2 down. 2 shots up here to Brisbane.
Well pointed, you just need to get that run.
Yeah.
Waste of a great line.
No, he's missed his line there.
Now, there's no shortcuts on your grass on that end.
And that's wide.
He's got Jamie's number in Miles Airport, mate, so Jamie knows about it. So someone's been talking to someone.
Okay.
It's a better effort, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if
No,
he's here
still
though,
not
Timbo.
going to get here.
Rich Smith tuned in from the Green Mountains of Vermont. What a beautiful part of the world that would be.
Vermont, US or Vermont, Victoria?
I'd suggest the Green Mountains are in North America.
Yep.
From memory, they're
Big
part of
Dave
the
Thomas.
Appalachians.
Sorry?
From memory, they're part of the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh, okay.
US. Is he here this time, Timbo?
He's here just going to knock the front one down,
He has.
which is one of Brisbane's bowls. So I think that is the shot that he's sat down. Graeme Kath is he's on a good line here.
I don't know if he
The
sent it
weight
though.
just maybe a bit telling. Yep. Well, close to second shot. The skips will have some interesting choices here.
Very competitive. A lot of noise coming from all three greens.
I think by the time we get to the third game, if it's rowdy now, it'll certainly arc up by the third game.
Absolutely.
I've had a few lemonades by then.
Certainly
Those
lemonade
that are
weather.
partaking.
Okay, roll D.
Giving it plenty of grass. Very good weight. Very good weight. I think Brian's going to try to come down and play through these bowls. He's going to land
Got
the shot bowl out.
Connected that. Oh,
Knocked it back.
probably still 2 to Brisbane. Nice bowl though, Junior.
I think, Dave's going to bring Roller on the other hand now. He's certainly gone wide enough to try to draw around behind that bowl.
Yeah, a bit of a little port there to come through now.
All the Burnett's are on the way in, or he can pick the gap. That's a good line from there. The weight is all he's on now. I think he's played. He had a good attempt.
Oh, I just got it on the wrong side.
They've pulled one out. Big fella's getting down to measure. Brisbane have got the mat, so there's at least one. I think that might be all it is. Yep, just the one. There are 12 ends done. Got 6 ends to play. Not going to be any issue with the time today, Adam.
No, they're getting through
with
it.
On our rink anyway.
Yes.
Might be different with some of the others, but
No, it's Brisbane with
looking around, and they all look to be 11s and 12s on the rink scoreboard, so they all seem to be pretty much together. The 3 greens tend to run in weather. The 3 greens tend to run pretty much the same. There's not a markedly slower one of the 3.
Right. Now Pete Symonds' Brisbane lead, there's gone try to go T to T, and he's unfortunately for him put that jack in the ditch, so Burnett now changing the length up to their preferred length. Jack on the tee, and Matt put 3/4 the way up.
Greg's pretty much gone exactly to Brian's foot where he was, so he'll be happy. Now it's Peter's job to try and put his closest to it and rectify the small error he had in throwing it away. Not a bad start. Weight was really good. Let them in there with a wide one there, so let's see whether Peter can just narrow this up a bit. He had pretty good weight with the first. His weight's a little better, but it's run right through to the back. They're both on the running side.
Both leads not having their greatest end.
Two right at the back of the rink and one in the sand. Tony's just probably a metre or so short. Broddy's going to come down and play his forehand.
Okay.
I think Tony's looking to change hands as well. Trying to play the open draw. Well, you need to hit something here, or it's got a touch. Not sure where his bowls ended up. Oh yeah, it's still on the surface.
So that's changed it up.
So that's one to Brisbane.
Now Broddy too heavy.
That's in the sink as well.
Yep.
Does have rather large area to draw there. So see what
Dave Thomas down
the
here.
big fella's got.
Yep.
He's well pointed. Just needs to keep coming. Yeah, that'll be a counter.
Very good. Yeah, he's only got 6 inches to play with at the back of the green there, and he's bowled it perfectly, jack high.
Oh, the advantage very much with Brisbane holding the shots that they can get anywhere in there. He's come down on the other hand, which is an interesting choice.
Gonna run into
the last thing you wanted to do was run into one.
And he ran into the wrong car as well.
Don't think that's added to the count, but
no.
Let's see what the big fella's got. Can he do it twice? Certainly taken a wider line this time. I'm not sure this one's going to get back.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
in
it's
the one.
Adios amigos.
Now he's going to stick on the backhand here, Graeme. Graeme Kath from Tansy. A One Green Bowls Club. Population of 154.
Oh,
Tansy.
we did not want that.
That second shot, though.
It is.
Good effort. Just got caught.
Oh, one of those Coolum draws, mate.
Yes. So Tansy would be one of the most isolated bowls clubs in Queensland. It's between Gympie and Gayndah, a One Green club in a town of 150 people. Amazing Queensland.
Gotta love that.
Yep.
There's a lot of good clubs
Let's
out
build
there,
a bowls club.
out that way. That single green clubs. Just trying to think of Kandanga.
Kandanga, yes.
They've actually they have events up there, and they people bring their vans and everything and camp up there.
Yep.
Robbie and I did the 150-year Gympie, 120-year Gympie celebration, and it was like Caravan City.
Yeah.
And some of the members of the club actually moved out of their house, gave their house to some of the players, and moved their caravan to the club, so they had caravan party at night time.
Fantastic. Great spirit.
Brilliant weekend, Rob, eh?
Oh, bang. Oh, dear.
Oh.
That's not what they wanted.
It's a great income stream for those smaller clubs like Kandanga and Gympie are basically clubs that operate with volunteers.
Too heavy there for Junior.
Everybody in the club has a role or a part to play, and you don't get 120 years worth of history without people putting in.
That's for sure. 4 shots to Brisbane. We'll see if Timbo can go around the grounds, and we'll get some updates of these other key matches here at Coolum Bowls Club, Coolum Beach Bowls Club. Brisbane just getting away now, 51-28 on the big board, with more to go on. Morning, Wilson Alexander. Greetings, Cam McClelland. This is a good starter from Pete Symonds. Good reply, Greg Mitchell. Two good bowls there from Pete. This is a bit tight.
Play down there, you're looking just to roll that through. You get that through, good.
Tony Martin, lovely draw there. Lovely spot. For those that were with us yesterday, at the women's section 2 at Pelican Waters Bowls Club, the women playing 3 rinks, and the men are playing 4. So we've got we can have some movement on the big board. You can pick up or drop 10 shots very quickly. So although Brisbane are out to a 23-shot lead, Burnett still not without a chance. Broddy Bird hasn't let that one go. Another one in the head here, Dave Thomas. Burnett currently 5 down. Need one in the head urgently. May still be 5. Yep, that'll count. That's 6. 6 out of 6. And that's still 6 out of 6. Just as the skips go up, the tropical far north Queensland Crocodiles against the Moreton Bay Bugs, a very interesting match. And for those on the Gold Coast, mates with Daryl Stumbles, who's now representing tropical far north Queensland, I can let you know that he is 11-all on his match. Sorry, he's up 11-10 in his match after 13 ends. Daryl won 2 of his 3 games yesterday, having a draw in his final game. So having a wonderful tournament. Great to see him back playing competitive bowls after a horrific workplace injury. Oh, I don't know if that's there either. It still could be 6 shots here. 6 shots. Greg trying to add yet another. Nice weight coming in on the draw. That will count too. That is 7, I would suggest.
Bit of trouble here.
Good if we could see it.
Contact.
Bang, bang. Oh, he's saved quite a few with that.
I think so.
Got a bit lucky.
I think it's only 1 by the look of that.
One shot. What a save. 7 down to 1. Okay, Timbo, round the grounds.
Round the ground, so the North Queensland Gateway, 43 ends in, North Queensland 35, Gateway 53. In the top of the table clash, Moreton Bay against Tropical Far North Queensland. We are 50 ends in, and we have Moreton Bay 43, Tropical Far North 44. So only a shot in that top of the table clash.
What a match.
On to Bundaberg versus Kunde. They're 46 ends in. Bundaberg 49, Kunde 40. And in the final game, which is another close one, Port Curtis and Northwest, they are 51 ends in, and Port Curtis in front 55 to 49. So a couple of close ones there, or three that, that are up in for decision. The other one, there's only 19 shots in it, and there's still 30 ends, 29 ends to play.
Yeah, it's going to be a real battle to get through to those top two positions. And this scrap here between the Bugs and the Crocodiles, they're getting very noisy on the green.
Don't like being a bit emotional.
Oh, as long as you're not tired with it.
Getting all your team members in it.
Yep. Good starts there, Pete Symonds.
That was the thing I loved when I got to play district level bowls in Victoria, and then I got to be part of the district championships up here in official capacity. And that's the thing I loved, was that team camaraderie, the team bond. 16 of you against the world.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's fantastic. The camaraderie and the friendships you gain through this game is just incredible.
Well,
I wish I'd started. I started 15 years ago, but wish I'd started earlier.
We had just such a great culture in the Sunshine Coast. It was one in, all in. Everybody stuck together the entire way. We'd go back to our accommodation, and we'd cook our own barbies or do various things, have fine sessions, and fun with each other. And they were days to look forward to. I miss them so much. That's why it's a beauty to get invited to come and do this, and to run across some of these guys that I've had interactions with for more than 20 years. No greater feeling about being part of a team away.
I walked in the Marucci Bowls Club with Bowls Queensland President Brian Marshall on Tuesday evening.
Was he walking slow because his wallet was weighing him down?
No, it did take him half an hour to get to the bar, because he knew everyone between the green and the bar. It's a fantastic get-together this week. Competitive bowls and a great social atmosphere. You can't beat it.
No. He's on a good track here, the big fella. Not going to have enough, I don't think. Another second shot.
More direct line here. Too heavy for...
Yeah, probably had 3 seconds, so it was definitely worth a crack. You get a result here with the lead they've got that could just about, wrap up the match on this rink for this side.
So the skips walk back to the mat. Looks 1 to Burnett. Yeah, Rolsey had a go at it too, but off missed his line. Got quite tight bowls, Junior. If he's got weight, this will be a second shot.
I think he has the weight.
Yeah, lovely bowl. Could well be 2.
Clapping him up the other end.
Certainly
The
didn't.
roller just needs to draw in, fall off that wing bowl there.
He's backed himself on the draw again.
Well,
and I like this.
he's definitely got the right line. It's just whether or not it's going to run enough. Oh, all so close. Look
Very
at that.
good effort. As you
Great
said before, it's great to see a quality bowler going back to trusting his draw.
Yeah. It's the really good skips just back themselves in. They visualise what needs to be done.
Yes.
Step up and muscle memory takes over. Well, Brian's looking to make some change here. Try to rattle through.
That's too tight.
I
He
think
knew
it's
it.
Ta-da the goose. It's off and running.
Ta-da the goose, all right.
Oh yeah, not too bad at all, mate.
1 to Burnett. Or 2.
Bringing the mat up.
21-10. Yeah, when they've had the mat, they've tried to keep these pretty similar. Jack down near the tee and...
Oh, they're playing the 16th end on this rink. 19 ends overall over the 4 rinks to play, and 23 shots in front at the moment, Brisbane.
Yeah, it's just what they needed. Disappointing with only 1 win yesterday. It's a good start. The man from Mergen, Greg Mitchell. They'll get kicked out of the lead, June and Robbie, raking like that. Here's, look at this. Hanging on, no. So Greg Rolls calling Pete just to do it again. Good effort. Stays on the green. Over to the Wandai Express, Broddy Bird. Trying to put the kitty in the ditch. Greg Rolls telling Tony Martin to trail it in.
Not wide enough with that weight.
Good morning, Irene in Edinburgh. Coming into lovely springtime over there. This is closer to the mark. And stays on. That's 3 shots. Graeme, Kath.
That's a better line for that weight. Well, he did give himself a bit of a chance.
I think Tank likes this.
Well,
is it going to stay on? No.
early call.
Okay, they need to really maybe try and get second shot here at least.
Well, that's the first shove I would have thought.
Yeah.
He's going to clip this a bit. Oh,
still 3 down.
Touched that on that side. I think he would have killed it.
Yes.
It would have just gone bump straight out. Chance for the big fella to add another one.
Yeah, this is certainly going to be in the count.
Well, he just needs to run yet.
Oh, geez, that stopped.
That's 2 out of 2 for you.
Yeah, good on the old curse today. Still could be in.
Four bowls to come yet, mate.
Yes.
The
trouble on that backhand now, that last bowl of Dave Thomas is right in the line. So might have to turn it over, which he's doing. And he is trying to draw.
Well, he's played with a bit of weight here.
Oh, he's not drawing.
Not that far off, but again, I'm of the thing that I'd be trying to try and get the second shot actually.
Yeah.
Rather than drop another, fair number.
I mean, if your team's battling for
positions
5 or 7 or 8.
Well, here's another. This one's definitely in the count.
That's 4 or 5. Yeah, it's likely to come down to margins for some of these positions.
He's tried to play a similar shot, and this time he's missed the weight. Is he going to get the eel?
You got that on replay, Robbie?
Oh my God!
My God!
The Coolum draw strikes again. Wasn't within a bull's roar.
It stayed on, so Greg's going to try and smash it out of the way.
Well, it's a toucher, so
yeah. He moved it.
Yeah, into the drink. Well, where is the jack? There's a one in the one in the sink. The shot.
Yes, he moved the shot bowl out far enough to claim shot.
There you go. Got a bit of revenge.
It did. What a very entertaining end.
Well, I think they're down to the up and back bit.
No, we've gone past that. This is now the last end.
I thought they had a dead end and they went back and replayed it the same way.
No, they didn't. They stayed up the other end.
Did they? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. They're going to be well and truly play a similar shot, and this time he's
here we go.
Missed the weight. Is he going to get the
bang?
The eel?
Bang! Thanks for coming. You got that on replay, Robbie?
Oh.
Well, but wasn't good enough to end up with the shot because Greg Rolls got rid of it.
Well done. Can't quite see the scoreboard in that top of the table clash.
Yes, folks, if you do want to keep updated with the results and the ladders from the 2 sections of men's and the 2 sections of women's, you can go straight to the Bowls Queensland website and just follow the bouncing ball there, and you'll get links to the Bowls Link app. And all the results and ladders are there for you to peruse at your leisure. 2 good lead bowls from Peter Symonds. Lovely bowl. Greg Mitchell. Broddy Bird, very good bowl, gets around it. Not quite. Still one to Burnett. Tony Martin just trying to remedy the grass line. Yeah, it's a better bowl, finishing in a good home. Good morning, Owen in Saskatchewan, Canada. Hope you're having a wonderful evening over there. So both those front Burnett bowls are in the draw lines, so they're going quick. Dave Thomas at the kitty gets rid of the shot bowl and touches it on the touches the jack on the way through, but still likely to be 1 down, if not 2.
And Kath, just slide around there, drop.
Yeah, very good bowl. That might have made 3 there. G'day Suzanne from Perth.
Another big fella.
They do swing in from there.
He's got a fair line here, David. Run this out and he may land a shot bowl.
Fine effort.
Great effort.
Hanging on.
Cut his grass a bit here. He is going to promote up one of theirs.
Well, one of his own. That might be 4 shots.
Quite possible. But there is plenty of room there for Roller to draw in.
So still 11 minutes on the clock to go.
I don't think there's going to be a struggle for most of them.
Rollers had decided to go for those top front bowls. Gets rid of 2 shots.
Yep.
Still holding 2. Junior trying to put it back. G'day Matthew in New Zealand. He nearly has put it back. Now Greg rolls on the draw. Just a little heavy. Fine effort.
Now a few of the games down on the other rinks have finished up.
That's too wide from Junior. So
That'll be the end of that.
that'll be 2 shots to Burnett. So team of Greg Rolls defeating the team of Brian Kunde Jr. 22-12. And Brisbane still with nearly 10 minutes to go and 3 rinks to play out yet. Going to have a comfortable win. As I said, folks, to keep up to date with all the results and the ladders, go to the Bowls Queensland website and through to the district sides page of state events, and you'll get the link through to Bowls Link for all the information you need down to the individual rinks. So if you've got a favourite player, you can find out exactly how they're going through the tournament. We'll certainly keep you updated when we get back for Game 2 of what occurred on the other games at this venue. Robbie's just trying to get the updated scores for this Brisbane Burnett match before we close out.
That's not always correct.
Robbie's just waiting for 2 people to move out of the way so he can see the scoreboard. So it's blown out now to 74-39, Brisbane over Burnett. Sorry, 74-46. So 28 shot margin with a couple of ends to go. 7 minutes to go. Yes, but Brisbane are home and host. Just trying to get you an update on the Moreton Bay Bugs versus the Tropical. So after 52 ends, we've got Moreton Bay have skipped away to a 12-shot lead over Tropical Far North Queensland. But as I said, there's 6.5 minutes to go and all rinks are still playing. So still a chance for the Crocs to get up. So thanks for joining us this morning. This State District Sides Championship is brought to you by the Queensland Government, Sunshine Coast Council and Suzuki Queensland and Northern Rivers. I'd like to thank our host clubs, Coolum Beach, where we are today, Club Marucci, Club Kawana, Pelican Waters, Nambour for hosting us, and also Club Mooloolaba, of course. Bowls Queensland is proudly sponsored and supported by Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, ACET Sport, J. Carroll Club Promotions and Bioscapes Group. I'd like to thank Timbo for joining me in commentary this morning and Robbie for doing all the technical work, and we'll be back scheduled for 11:50 for game round number 5 between Gateway and Bundaberg. Another very important game. Our TV stream game will be the team of Gateway's Darren Brown, Adam Fickar, Riley Garrick and John Finlayson playing Bundaberg's Cameron Walker, Stephen Costa-Biba, Brett Davis and Keith Wally. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back here at 11:50.